My name is Andreena, and I'm fresh to the city. I fell in love with singing when I started to hear, or when I remember hearing my parents always playing music, and my dad sings as well. And when I realized I could actually sing, when he was like, "Wait a minute, hold on, sing that again." And then I guess when I realized people actually liked my voice, I fell in love with singing. You know, I didn't start singing until maybe grade 5. I always thought I was a rapper. But yeah, it was when I realized people actually liked my voice and that I had something. I started producing my own music a long time ago. I think a lot of people feel that, you know, Naked was the first time I had actually produced, but I produced on my first mixtape, Ready to Fly. I did co-production on the first Exquisite album when I was in the group, but stepping up as an actual producer, I mean, just sitting in a studio and sitting with other producers like Boy Wonder and 40 and like Snaz and Rich Kid and Socrates, and just seeing that they were all just musically inclined and just knew what they wanted to hear. Me knowing how to play the piano and knowing how to play steel bass, and like, why don't I just do this myself? Why can't I just produce? And now I'm producing for myself and producing for other people and still collaborating with great producers. So it's fun. It's like an adrenaline rush. It's fun.
Look inside of my soul and you can find gold and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul and you can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel a new life. I always knew life could be dangerous. I can say that I like.
If I'm by myself and just recording and I'm just, you know, freestyling some random words, like, I don't know, just, it's like a different, you get into this different state of mind in a different realm, but really singing is like my therapy. It really is. I feel like everything I've done thus far has brought me to this place. And the place that I'm at right now in my life as a musician, as a person in general, has happened because of the great things that I've done and the crazy things that I've done and the mistakes that I've made. So I don't think I would change anything. You know, I've learned a lot in the past few years that I don't know, that I wouldn't be able to apply to my work now. And if I had, you know, changed any of that, I wouldn't know the things that I know now. If I hadn't gone through certain situations, I wouldn't have taken it upon myself to try to learn things or to do things differently or to just be better at what I do and what I'm trying to create. You know, I wouldn't change anything. I can't really say I've really had like my first big break, but my first experience with getting into the music industry was definitely, funny enough, I was in detention and we had a supply teacher and he saw me writing in a notebook and he was like, "Do you write?" And I was like, "Yeah, I write and I sing." And I must have been in grade 7. And he introduced me to a friend of his who, you know, had known people who were working at Sony. And from there, it was like the first time I was actually introduced to that life and that I could actually do something with my talent. So, yeah. The hardships before, not having anybody to really put my music out. Really, that was kind of, I guess it was different. The internet was still very young in the sense of like YouTube and MySpace. So before signing a deal, it was more of like if you didn't have a deal, people weren't paying attention to you and they weren't listening. But after signing a deal, all of that changed and the internet kind of took over. So that was kind of a hardship in the beginning, but then afterwards it was more of just trying to stay relevant on a label and keep the interest going on a label. So I really just decided that the indie life was the best life for me, and that was kind of a hardship to learn when, you know, you're trying to come up as an artist and at a young age. So, advice I would give to up and coming music artists is if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you. So whether you're doing it indie or whether you're doing it through a label, you got to make sure that you're pushing for yourself every day, all the time. Because if you're not working on your dream, somebody else that you think may be working on it might not be. So you really just got to put your all into it, because this industry is really an industry. Being a creator of music is separate from a business. So I think it's just important to keep that in mind and to remember to always stay true to yourself, stay true to what you want to do, and stay true to what your message is. I think that's the most important part. Stay true to your message, because if you start talking some stuff you don't really believe in, people are not going to believe you. very easy to tell it's fake. The new album Tripolar, I'm excited to be releasing, and new videos, and then also the Bear It All series is expanding. So coming from vocal teaching and technique and stuff like that, expanding into the digital audio world, and want to be able to teach more people about what they can do beyond writing their lyrics on a piece of paper or in their phone. Being able to teach them how to record and utilize tools that I was blessed to be able to be taught with people who just worked with me and just wanted to see me do better. So what's next is really just putting out more music and trying to spread the word and teach and expand.
I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, superwoman, ninja, chef, photographer, cook, entrepreneur, astronaut.
Okay. There's a melody inside my head that sounds like you, and there's a message written across my heart